I've been playing Melee competitively for about 5 years, and recently I've decided that I want to switch over to Smash 64. Originally, when I joined the Smash scene, I was really interested to get into 64 competitively, and I found that when I went to the university, there were only meetups for Melee, and that was it. And for a while, this made me avoid going to any meetups and prolong my entrance into the Smash community. But I compromised and I started playing Melee. I started learning it because I felt I had things to learn from these people, even though they did play Melee and not 64. So I've played Melee Ice Climbers, and that was kind of why I thought I was transitioning. It kind of gave me an excuse. In Melee, Ice Climbers have an infinite from a grab, so since I have gotten a little bit better at Melee in the last year, and I've gotten to the point where I'm really just looking for grabs in neutral anyway, and I figure that's kind of a lot of what 64 is based around, so I may as well do that for 64. There's also a little bit of 64 interest, and a lot of people we're just interested in my speed running and just locally here, and I feel like I've really wasted an opportunity to grow the Smash 64 Calgary scene, considering the resources I've had access to with our local club, and just in general, I've kept those relationships up really well. And I'm really trying to grow the Smash 64 scene in Calgary and also get a little bit more connected with the Smash 64 community competitively. I'm not too partial to playing online, as I would rather stream and or create more content for 64. I do want to get into online 64, but I'm just not sure about how much time I would have, so that's something I'm kind of looking into in the future. Recently, when I've been playing Melee, especially since I've switched to 64, I found that I'm just about as good, maybe even improved a bit because of my 64 play, but I find I don't enjoy it as much as I do 64. There's some true differences in the 64 and Melee. It seems like because of my advanced option or knowledge of the options in Melee, there's a lot of options in Melee that just don't exist in Smash 64, and it makes it really difficult to focus on what your opponent is doing. Ultimately, it's very difficult to play Melee at a high level, and there's a lot of things going on. And a lot of the time, you're just trying to fight your own reactions and trying to fight any kind of errors on your own part. And there's so many of which, like so many errors as a mid-level player, that um, can become more about reading yourself than reading your opponent. And that's something I've really enjoyed since I started playing Smash 64 again. I'm really in tune with what my opponent's intentions are, and vice versa as well. I find my intentions are more easily read, and I find myself growing in terms of my intentions, which is really something that is invaluable for any kind of competitive Smash player. For my channel, this doesn't really mean much. I haven't really uploaded much Melee content in the past as a competitive player, and I don't really plan to upload much more of it. But I do plan on uploading some competitive Smash 64 content, and also I'm going to be getting better at 64, which means my speedruns will be getting better, and just my general execution, and hopefully my ability to entertain. And that coupled with some more experience talking on camera, I think I'm really looking forward to the Easter Speedsters Marathon, because it would be a good test of commentary on such a difficult run to do live anyway. Thank you guys for watching, and take care.